accurate local forecast with meteorologist Jackson Chastain starts now.
You know,
we gotta stick you in a cranberry bog.
Well,
I would love to see it.
Look, James, this reminds me of when I was a kid and I used to watch this VHS tape called Farm Roads Coming or something like that. And it was how they made all these different types of foods from the farm, like peanut butter, jelly.
Yeah.
That's what it looked like to me. It looked like a documentary shot. So I don't know. Maybe that's what they were going for. Look at all this delicious food. I could eat all of this, by the way, you know? Except for the pecan pie. I don't like that. Too many nuts.
I highly doubt you could eat all of that. Maybe a nibble.
Well, I'm just saying I could eat it. I'm not saying I'd eat, like, literally all. Anyways, we start with a live look from Camp Hill here. Blue skies. It's starting to feel like Thanksgiving's around the corner because temperatures are just so chilly. We stepped out the door today, many of us in the 30s and 40s. We had that frost advisory in place for the central and eastern half of the mid-state, and thankfully we're kind of getting that out of the way now, but we have more cool air on the way. Cold front off to the west, a low just centered over North and South Dakota. Higher pressure, thankfully, right now, keeping us relatively warm. We also have this warm flow from the Gulf that we get to contend with. That we'll tap into that as we get into the next few days. But currently sitting at about 59 degrees right now in Hummelstown. Our lows for today kind of depended on where you were. I think a lot of the more ridge valley locations are where you're seeing a lot more of these 30s. You know, the cities, Harrisburg at 42. Lancaster, actually, believe it or not, got down to about 35. So many of us being able to get below that sub 40 mark. Now, the afternoon, about 62. We'll get back into the 40s during the overnight. Winds relatively calm. The next 3 days feature gradually warming temperatures. So around 70 by Saturday, solidly in the 70s by Sunday. And the good thing about Sunday, yes, we do have some rain on the way, but it's going to be a situation where most of the day actually remains relatively dry. That is what we're seeing with the data right now. And in fact, you look at the precision cast, and by about 11 a.m. on Sunday, the showers have not even arrived in Pennsylvania yet. It's not until you get to around dinner time, 7, 8 p.m., when the first bands of rain start to push on through. And it's going to be a pretty quick band. You can notice it all moves out by around midnight. So definitely not something that's going to be long lasting. And as a result, I don't think totals at this point are going to be particularly high unless this thing really slows down. But you can see totals through Sunday staying with just a few tenths of an inch, maybe half an inch at best. We'll continue to update you on that guidance as we get through the weekend. But this is really our best chance over the next 7 days for some good rainfall. Beyond that, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, staying in the 50s and 60s. Friday features another chance for showers. So we'll certainly keep you posted on that. But a nice day Sunday, but not to last, James.
All right. Very good, Jackson. Thank you so much. We'll be right back.